Hi everyone, it's Ashley and Tracker and Fred with Going Crochetzy, and today I am doing my what I made in a week a little bit different. I was gonna do vlog style, which I usually do, and I just bring you through each day and show you what I've been making. But I accidentally deleted some of my footage with that, and so I didn't have my full amount of works that I created. So I figured today I would do it a little different and just show you everything all in one sitting of what I created. And you guys can let me know if you like it or don't like it. Make sure to comment down below if you like this kind of style and I can do this more often, or if you prefer more of the vloggy, sit down, crochet with me type of style that I've done in the past. Let me know that too. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Now, all of the patterns I will have linked down below of where I found them, who the creator was, and where you can find those patterns. So I know I've been receiving a lot of comments asking, where can I get that pattern? Where can I get the pattern? I almost like 99% of the time, if I mention the pattern in the video, it's down in the description box below. So just make sure to check the description box before you message, because it's most likely there. Of course, I will respond to you if you do ask, but just as a little heads up, that's where you should be able to find it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through everything I crocheted in the order I crocheted it. Now, this week was all about prepping for my next market, and it was restocking the majority of my small items. But I also wanted to have fun, and so I made sure that I kept up with some fun things that I wanted to do versus the things I had to do, because that's how I keep up my crochet, is I make things I want to make, not things I have to make. And that includes my small items too. I have phased out so many things because I was just tired of making them, like bees, leggy frogs, all of those things. I know they're gonna sell well, mushy boys, I know those are gonna sell well, but I don't enjoy making them, so why suffer through it if I want to just make things? So therefore, I switch up my patterns pretty often to just make it more enjoyable for myself doing. If I'm not enjoying it, there's no point in me doing it. So let's go ahead and get started on what I made this week. Okay, so first up, my bananas. Of course, I had to make more bananas because these guys are so fun and cute and just irresistible for me to make. And so I made 5 bananas. So as you can see, I made 3 angry because the angry ones are my favorite. And then I made a kind of happy one, and then I made a happy one. So I only made 1 happy and the rest are mostly angry. So I made 5 bananas. And then my fun project that I wanted to work on was this horse. So this is Hazel the horse, and she turned out so cute. I wasn't quite sure if I liked the color of her mane when I did it, because I was just like, oh, it's too light, but it's growing on me. I think I really enjoy it. And I'm probably going to try to make a second horse before my market, although my market is in just a few days, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. But here's Hazel the horse, and she turned out so cute, and I love her size. She's a really good size. So this was my fun project for my first day. So I did my 5 bananas, and then I did like half of Hazel. I got up to here. So this was what I was able to finish the first day. So that was on Monday that I got half of Hazel done. I finished Hazel up on Tuesday with her head, her mane, and her harness. And so she was a project that took me a couple of days to make. And then when I was done with Hazel, I moved on to some Tofu Turtles because I was running out of my Tofu Turtles. So I wanted to have some fun with my Tofu Turtles too. I knew that the watermelon ones went really well for me at my last market that I had watermelon ones at. So I made 2 watermelon tofus, and then I made this other watermelon tofu without the white. Sorry as I pick out fuzzies, because you know, I see them, I'm gonna pick them out. But I made one without the white to see how that turned out, and I didn't really like it as much. So I'm always gonna add the white trim for my watermelon ones. So I made 3 watermelon ones. And after I made my 3 watermelon, I wanted to make a couple daisy ones. And I found a mod for Tofu Turtle with the flippers instead of the legs. So I went ahead and tried out that mod, and I thought that was super cute. And my husband said he prefers the sea turtle over the land turtle. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer sea turtle or land turtle? I'd love to know your opinion. So I made 2 sea turtle daisy tofus. And then I decided to do just a couple random ones. So I made this one blue on blue, and I made him a land turtle. I made 2 of these candy corn turtles because I thought it's the perfect time of year to start doing like fallish creations. So I only made 2 because I didn't want to go too crazy in it. I do want to make some sunflower turtles, tofus. So let me know if you think I should do land sunflower or sea sunflower. I might make a little bit of both, but I'd love to hear your opinion if you can respond before I have my market, because this video will be posted tomorrow and my market is 3 days from tomorrow. And then I just made these 2 green standard sea turtles. I think the color combination is super cute. This was the last of my seaweed salad from Parfait Chunky, and this is key lime. I am out of seaweed salad, unfortunately, and I think they're out of stock because I talked to a friend and they said that they are no longer stocking the limited edition items, which kind of makes me sad because I love that color. And then the last sea turtle I did was this guy. So he was pretty fun. So my totals so far are 1 horse, 5 banana, 5 sea turtles, and 6 land turtles. Most of the turtles were done on Tuesday. I did do a few of them on Wednesday as well. And then I moved on to some chickens because I needed to restock my little mini chickens that I made. And so I finished up that ivory tweed skein up nap blanket that I had, and I made 5 more chickens. And then I ran out of that color. And the black one I was out of already in that color, but they weren't as popular anyway, so I definitely wanted to make these, and I'm planning on buying some more of that ivory tweed to make more chickens because those were pretty popular too. So after I made my chickens, I felt very motivated with the chicken inspiration. So I decided to work on a pattern that I've been planning on working on for a while, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. So I made this chicken from MadelineMaeCo, and I feel like he's very Colonel Sanders looking to me. I don't know, KFC, like Colonel Sanders in chicken form. That's kind of the vibe he gives me. Not sponsored by KFC, but that's the vibe he gives me. I made him, and I thought he turned out super cute. I love his like little mohawk of hair here, and then his little waddle. My husband said it kind of looked like a mustache. So he was fun to make, and nice small size, so I can price that fairly low. And then I didn't really know what to do at the moment after that, and I had this color yarn, and it was on Wednesday, and I had a live. So I decided to go ahead and make a cat. And he's not my favorite. I thought I was gonna love him as I was making him, but I put pink on him just to show the whiskers and the nose, and I'm not really fond of that. So I might have to redo his facial features. But I do love the pattern it makes. It's very like Minecraft looking to me. So he could be like my little Minecraft kitty cat. But other than the little face, I'm definitely gonna need to redo the face. But other than that, he's like perfect. And so he is going in with my Loaf Cats. I do have plans to make many more Loaf Cats next week. And so he will be the start of my Loaf Cats. And then I got inspiration again by MadelineMaeCo. I swear I could do a whole week's worth of just MadelineMaeCo patterns. And I made this little baby monkey. I think I gave him one too many rows in his head though. His head looks kind of big to me. I feel like his forehead is really large and it should be one less. But other than that, he turned out so cute and perfect. I love his big old ears and his little tuft of hair at the top. So he is close to the same size as my chicken patterns. So these will be very, priced very similarly, which is a decent price for these. I'm not gonna charge more than $20. I'm probably gonna do about $15 to $18 for these guys. And so they are in a good price range for me for market prepping. Because when you charge too high for items, sometimes they take too long to make. So I wanted to make some things that were a bit smaller but more intricate, so I could go above that $5 to $10, $12 range, bump it up to about $15 to $20 range. So I had more of a variety of things for people in that lower range, less than $20 range. So everyone can partake in fun things. After I worked on that, we're going into like Friday now. I made this guy, this little baby's Brontosaurus, and he will be on my upcoming pattern reviews because, I'm still working on pattern reviews, but I have to make the product before I show the product. So here are a couple baby Brontosauruses I made through that pattern. So super cute, super little. This is the Parfait Chunky in the neon colors. So I really wanted to try out that green. And then I don't remember what this color is called, but this is also Parfait Chunky. The majority of this stuff is. So I made 2 of those. And I made another little elephant. I needed to restock some of my elephants, so I need to make at least 1 more elephant before my market to get a total of 6 in my bin. So I made this little guy here in the same blue as the baby Brontosaurus. And then the last thing I made before my week ended, so Saturday's make, was this little puppy, and this is also a MadelineMaeCo pattern. And before I added the nose to this guy, this could have totally been a bunny. So 100% could have made this look like a bunny. So that's a mod that you could use for her puppy pattern if you really wanted to, because of the shaping of the ears. They definitely gave me bunny vibes, but he's a little puppy. And I used up some of that yarn I use on my cats, my Loaf Cats, and I like how he turned out, except he doesn't have a tail. So I may have to just throw in a little tail for him, because I feel like dogs have tails, but although my dogs don't have tails, so it's okay. So he could be another version of my own dogs, which is something I want to make, is a version of a Boston Terriers. But that is everything I made. With all of that completed, that comes out to 28 items at a total of $330 in inventory, which I think is pretty good for a 6-day span. And now have plans. I'm going to be making a bunch of Loaf Cats to restock in my Loaf Cats. I have a goal of about 12 to 14 Loaf Cats if I'm able to make that many. I want to make some bats, voodoo dolls, ghosts, pumpkins, all of the fall festivities. So I'm going to try to make a bunch of those. And then if I am able to get a bunch of those done, I might move on to just making some more of these like sunflower tofus and just some overall fun things. That's all I have for you today. So let me know if you liked this style of video where I just showed you everything I made, or if you prefer more of the vloggy, sit with me and crochet style video, or if you like a combination of both. And I will talk to all of you guys later. So like and subscribe, add a cat down below, orange preferably if you can find it, and I will talk to you guys all next time. Bye.